Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video from the AVFC Faithful YouTube channel. My name's Dan and we are going through all things Pau Torres, Villa's brand new centre-half signing from Villarreal. Reported for the fee of £31 million, Pau Torres joins from Villarreal, being previously touted by clubs such as Bayern Munich, Manchester United, and linked of course with smaller level clubs like Tottenham Hotspur. A 26-year-old joining for a fee of £31 million is a left-footed, left-sided centre-half. Standing at 6'3", 23 caps for Spain and a Europa League winner. We've got a hell of a signing on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. With all that little statistic bit out of the way, with a little bit of stats that come in the middle, we're going to delve right into this now. This is a proper statement signing from Unai Emery, from the club. This is the signing that we've sort of been waiting for, where we sort of go into the market and just go, yeah, there we are. We're here now. This wasn't sort of I don't want to say it derivatively, but this isn't like a Burnley season where we've just sort of, or a Wolves season where we've just come up and gone, yeah, you know, we got to Europe, or we battled in the top 8 and we drift back down now. We're not moving. That's the idea from the club. That's the idea from Unai, and this is what gets me so excited about this signing. We're going to dive into it right now. Everything you need to know about Villa's new centre-half. So, as Dan from 5 minutes ago has just explained, Pau Torres himself, 26 years old, a Spanish centre-half who plays for the national team quite regularly now, and indeed is a Europa League winner. Now, that bit's aside, we've heard that bit. What you really want to know is, how does it work? Well, Unai Emery has a clear vision for his centre-backs, because Unai Emery has a clear vision of how he wants to play. It's a direct forward way of playing. He wants to get the passes forward and get the movement going straight through. And this is exactly the type of player that's going to help with that. Pau Torres is not a centre-half that's going to get the ball and turn back to Emi Martinez and go, look, have it, I don't want to touch it. It's not his way at all. Pau's a brave centre-half, and he's one that is very controlling when he's on the ball as well. He loves to protect it, but not only that, everything he wants to do goes forward, and it goes forward pretty accurate if you ask me. And if you ask the stats that, again, I apologise, will come up, has to be done. We're all going to enjoy them. They're going to come. You know, Unai wants this direct side to be playing through, and he wants Torres to be able to achieve it through the direct pass and he goes through. Now, this is our third left-sided centre-half, if you'd have it that way. We've obviously got Diego Carlos and Tyrone Mings. But if you're looking at it from this way, most clubs have 2 right-footed centre-backs, and it doesn't seem to be an issue. So I think I've got every faith that Unai knows what he's doing when he's getting these either left-footed or left-sided centre-halves. Of course, you could always look at it this way, that maybe Pau can, or Torres, we'll start calling Torres just in case I'm saying Pau wrong. You could see it maybe where Torres drops into a sort of inverted false left-back side at times. Wouldn't be too surprising. You know, that's probably where we're going to see Konza move into the faux right back that, you know, we're sort of moving towards with the way we play. I know some see it as lopsided, others see it as tactical. Whichever way you're looking at it, that's sort of the way it's going. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's how we see it. But yeah, I mean, this is a statement signing. As I mentioned, other clubs have been in for him. Maybe they haven't. They've been in for him and then they've pulled out because of other options or whatever it is. But, you know, when you're going after a player and you capture a player that, you know, has been touted by clubs like Man United and Bayern, and all jokes aside, obviously Tottenham as well. Let's put away from what they are right now to what they signify. You know, a player like that, it's pretty much torn a riptide through Twitter, through social media, and through the sports community, because they're like, this is the signing. Yuri was a great bag, but, you know, this is proper putting your foot in the water and going, we're amongst the big boys now. So I think this is a really exciting time for Villa, and to be a Villa fan, because look, there's a lot of discussion going around about, you know, where does he fit in, as I've mentioned there. And I think a lot of people get worried because they think that a signing like this signals negativity, a player leaving, or, you know, a worry about Carlos's fitness or his ability to play. I'll be honest, I just think it's a bit rubbish. Big clubs have enough players to play the games that we're going to be playing, and they need to have enough quality so that you don't compromise. You don't want to, ideally, a club doesn't want to do a West Ham. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take 15th in a Europa Conference League win. Obviously, of course I would, but the club just don't want that. That's not what they're looking for. They want to see us compete, you know, at the top of the league, saying first, second. Obviously, that's the goal, but they want to see us in the top bracket, fighting for Champions League whilst competing in Europe. It's everything that helps the global brand and builds the club to be where it should be and where it once was. So I don't think that this is a signify that, you know, maybe Mings is, you know, looking elsewhere, or Konza, what's happening there, Carlos. I just think that it's about time that we've got enough options where we're not absolutely frightened anytime that Mings pulls up with his hammy or Konza has a sit down for a few minutes. I think we're getting past that time now. So, you know, it's an exciting time. We all need to sort of smile and go, look, here we go. This is not to quote Fabrizio himself, I do apologize, but you know, it's sort of the ability now where we can sit back, relax, and go, this club's building up. We're not dropping, we're growing. Now, you will see me look off to the side because I'd be lying if I said I've memorized statistics, but we are going to delve into the statistical side now. James has actually just popped up in that little break there to tell me that he is in the top 1% of progressive carrying centre backs. So that gives you a bit of a sign as to who I'm getting a lot of my information off. James has been a great help for all of this, and as linked below, please do go look at James's thread about Pau Torres. He popped up yesterday pretty much as soon as the news came out, and it is top notch. I've used it to death for this video. Obviously, everything I do and James does, we work together on pretty much every project. So please do give him a follow and give it a read, because it is top notch and it's getting the traction it deserves. So moving on to the statistics, look, again, apologies for looking off. So he's in the 99th percentile, as I mentioned, for progressive carrying, 96% for carries into the final third. He's got 98% accuracy for through balls, 97 for switches, which again is really going to help, especially if he moves on to that right side. If he can switch out to the left, which is where we're playing progressively, look, it's magic already. And you know, 96 for progressive passes, 91% percentile in long passes. Now, I'm not saying we're going to hoof it, but for the times where, as I mentioned with the switches, if he's on the left side, like Mings has done before, if he's playing that ball directly through down to Ramsey on the left, gold dust. So, you know, as much as I that's it with the stats, really. I'm not going too far into it, but just basic line, really. A 6'3" centre half is going to win the ball a lot, and he does not get tackled very much either. The statistics back that up, and he's not the type of centre half that gets brushed off easily. It's going to make it a lot more comfortable at the back for the games where probably we're going to have a lot more of the ball and we need someone to help break the line from further back. Sometimes we could see that happening where we just couldn't sort of build up as much. It happened probably only once or twice. Like, we had a great run at the end, but it's good that we're working progressively to fill gaps that aren't even there yet that we can see. But Unai's obviously spotted. I mean, the man was hard at work throughout summer anyway, as Meatball McGinn himself said. So it's going to be a level above what we've had for quite a while. There's no disrespect to Konza or Mings. I think they're absolutely fantastic. But, you know, Pau Torres has come to play. He's not come to sit on the bench. He's not come to play second fiddle to Konza or Mings. He wants that spot. And I think you'll see that he probably earns it quite well. Now, there's not much left to go on about for Pau Torres. I mean, I could sit here for hours and talking about it, but I wanted this to be an informative video for you guys, and one that you can sort of just have a quick little fact check on him, know what's coming in, and before you expect his beautiful face to be in the claret and blue. As I said, the club haven't announced it yet, but it's pretty much solidly done. So look, the last thing I wanted to say was, so from Unai Emery's own words, I've got it written down here in an interview he did in 2021 to London Football. He states that Pau Torres, an amazing player. I think he's top. And he speaks about how he's managed, you know, in Arsenal and PSG. And he states, I've never seen a centre-back like Pau Torres. I think that's pretty much all we need as fans. As soon as Don Unai puts his mouth into it and says, look, this is the player. All right, fine. No worry. You know what? Close that book. Who needs it? Because who needs what I'm saying? As long as Unai backs the man, I back the man. And I think we all do. This is a real level above for the club, and a real level above what we've probably been used to signing for a while. So it's a really exciting time. I can't wait to see where we go in the transfer window from now. There's so many other videos about Pau Torres as well. For love of Paul McGrath, Clara Blue have both done great videos about him as well. So please do go check those out as well. But yeah, I hope this was a good little video for you guys, a short, little, sweet, informative one, all about our brand new centre half from Villarreal. If you did enjoy it, please do like, subscribe, and of course hit the notifications bell so you never miss a new upload from the AVFC Faithful YouTube channel. And until next time, up the Villa.